Now students, the next point is dielectrics. The dielectrics are insulators. Dielectrics are insulator which can be used to store electric energy. Means dielectrics. Where you use the dielectrics? Dielectrics which is used to store the electric energy when such substance are placed in an electric field. Means this dielectric substance which is placed in an electric field, their positive and negative charges get displaced in opposite directions. When the dielectrics which is placed in an electric field, their positive and negative charges, means positive and negative charges get displaced in opposite directions, and the molecules develop net dipole moment. And the molecules develop net dipole moment. This is called the polarization of the material. And this is called the polarization of the material, and such materials are called dielectrics. Means here we know that the dielectrics are insulators. These are the insulators and which is stored electrical energy. Which is stored electrical energy, and when these dielectrics are placed in an electric field, then the positive charge and negative charge, they are displaced in an opposite direction, and these molecules develop net dipole moment. This is called the polarization of the material, and such materials are called dielectrics. The example of the dielectrics is wood, glass, water, plastic, and etc. and etc. There are two types of dielectric is polar dielectrics, and second point is non-polar dielectrics. Non-polar dielectrics. In dielectrics, there are two types of dielectrics, polar dielectrics and non-polar dielectrics. So here we find the difference between polar dielectrics and non-polar dielectrics. Then the definition of the polar dielectric is a molecule in which center of mass of positive charges does not coincide with the center of mass of negative charges. Center of mass of negative charges are called polar dielectrics. And means the definition of the polar dielectric is a molecule in which center of mass of positive charge does not coincide with the center of mass of negative charge are called polar dielectrics. Means center of mass of positive charge does not coincide with the center of mass of negative charges. And the definition of the non-polar dielectrics, which is exactly opposite to the definition of the polar dielectrics, in which a molecule in which center of mass of positive charges are coincide with the center of mass of negative charges. Center of mass of negative charges are called polar dielectrics. Are called non-polar dielectrics. Means the definition of the non-polar dielectric is a molecule in which center of mass of positive charges are coincide with the center of mass of negative charge. Means center of mass of positive charge are coincide with the center of mass of negative charges. And here the second point of the polar dielectric is they have a asymmetrical shape. They have a asymmetrical shape because means positive charges does not coincide with the center of negative charges. Because of this they have a asymmetrical shape. And here in non-polar dielectrics they have a symmetrical shape because the center of mass of positive charge are coincide with the center of mass of negative charge, so they have a symmetrical shape. And because of this they form a permanent dipole moment. They form a permanent dipole moment of the order of 10 raised to minus 30 centimeter. Means because of this they form a permanent dipole moment, and this dipole moment in the order of 10 raised to minus 30 centimeter because they form a tiny dipole which is separated by a small distance, and this small distance is 10 raised to minus 30 centimeter. And in non-polar dielectrics they form a zero dipole moment. Because means center of mass of the positive charge are coincide with the center of mass of negative charge. They are coincide because distance between these two charges is zero, so they form a zero dipole moment. So the next point, for example, in polar dielectrics there are the HCl, H2O, alcohol, NH3 are the polar dielectrics. And here we consider the diagram for the polar dielectrics. For first one is the diagram of the HCl. This is means HCl means center of mass of the positive charge and center of mass of the negative charge. They does not coincide. Does not coincide. So this is in the HCl is in the polar dielectrics. And the second example of this H2O, and this dipole moment is from the O to H, and this is of this also the center of mass of the positive charge and center of mass of the negative charge does not coincide. In non-polar dielectrics, the example of this, for example, H2O, CO2, H2O, CO2 and O2 are the examples of the non-polar dielectrics. They consist of symmetric shape because these center of mass are coincide with, means H and S, these are coincide with each other, so they have the symmetric shape. Also the second example is CO2, it is also symmetric shape. So in next the next point is polarization of polar dielectrics in an external electric field. The molecules of polar dielectrics have permanent dipole moment, means they consist of permanent dipole moment because of the thermal agitations and absence of electric field, means electric field is zero. These dipole moments which are randomly oriented, means in absence of electric field these dipole moment which are randomly oriented, so the dipole moment is zero. And if the external electric field is applied, means electric field is not equal to zero, then then the molecules tend align with the field, means the total dipole moment which is in the direction of the electric field, means this they develop total dipole moment and which is in the direction of the electric field. And because of this total dipole moment, polarization takes place. And this polarization, the definition of the polarization, which is the dipole moment per unit volume. So symbol for the polarization is P. And this polarization which depends upon two opposing energies. This polarization, which depends upon two opposing energies. The first energy is the applied external electric field. Means the first energy, because of this the polarization, because this polarization takes place because of the two opposing energies. The first energy is the applied external electric field, and because of this applied external field the molecules align with the field. And the second is thermal energy. Because of this thermal energy the molecules are randomly oriented. And here the strong electric field, if there is a strong electric field, the polarization takes place, and polar molecules and non-molecules both are developed net dipole moment, and net dipole moment per unit volume is called as polarization, and symbol for the polarization is P, and the formula for the polarization is P is equal to chi E into E bar, where P is called as polarization, P is called as polarization, P is called as polarization. Here chi means electric susceptibility, chi E means electric susceptibility, electric susceptibility, electric susceptibility. And if electric, it is read it as means chi, chi means chi, and suffix E means electric susceptibility, and if the chi m is there, then it is magnetic susceptibility, it is magnetic susceptibility. Then it by this quantity, this electric susceptibility, which is describes the electrical behavior of dielectrics, and it has different values for different dielectrics. Means this electric susceptibility have different values for different dielectrics. For vacuum, this value is for vacuum susceptibility, electric susceptibility is 0. So in this point we studied the polar dielectrics. In polar dielectrics total dipole moment is 0, and in non-polar dielectrics, in presence of electric field there is a net dipole moment, and because of this net dipole moment polarization takes place, and this polarization, formula for the polarization is chi E into E bar, where P is the polarization and E is the electric field, and this quantity means chi, which is called as electric susceptibility, and this is the constant, and this constant is called as the electric susceptibility. So in this session we study the first point is the dielectrics, then the dielectrics, then there are two types of dielectrics, polar dielectrics and non-polar dielectrics. So, and the next point is the polarization of polar dielectrics, which is in an external electric field. So in next, then the next session we will study the reduction of electric field, which is in polar dielectrics. Thank you. So in next session we will study the polarization of non-polar dielectrics in an external electric field, and the next point is reduction of electric field. Thank you.